very much. I just want to have a small contribution to this particular debate, but let me begin by saying that there is no doubt that Matiang'I is a good leader and is a capable leader to fight corruption in Kenya and set and push the country forward. But however, let's be fair, Matiang'I is not able to win this particular post, even if we support him in any way. So in Kenya right now, we don't need a good leader. We need a leader who is able to fit within the jungle, because the political jungle of Kenya is not predictable at the moment. It requires those people who are within the system, like the previous speaker, what he said. There is need for people to rethink on how to deal with this particular issue. Because right now, if Matiang'I wants to make sure that he can have impact, he should come to the political scene and start talking to the people, see how he can deal with the tribalism, and these particular issues related to factions. So Matiang'I for him is a good leader, but he may not be able to push for that. Let me say this. If you can see what is happening, at one point in time, people were told that political choices consequences. I think that was an American ambassador who once said so before Uhuru Kenyatta was appointed to this particular position as a president. Because during that particular time, people had seen that Ruto and Uhuru were not eligible to take this post because of the blood that they shed during the particular election. And you see, this is what is happening today. Ruto did not stop that particular habit of killing. It's in him. That is why you discover that the bloodshed that is happening, it has been known. Even the ICC knew that the witnesses were killed, and even now the protesters are now in hot soup. So the center for Ruto is no longer holding. That is why you discover that it is very difficult for him to finish his term. Not because he may be overthrown or what, but even in terms of the issue of the center is not holding, even in terms of the psychology is equally disturbed. Look at what these Catholic bishops are saying today. That particular move is very dangerous for him. He needs to be cleansed by such people. Now it's like now people know that this thing has happened. So there is chance that people can take this as leverage, because the center is no longer holding. You see, when Ruto came to power, he was not supposed to have the majority in the parliament. He tried to use money to pay people, and that is why he is where he is today now, because he's a kind of man who is using money and whatever. I'm saying this for you to know that Matiang'I, if he wants to come, it may be difficult for him to make sure that things can be okay for him. Let me conclude by saying, Peter, that you see choices have consequences. This is where we are today. Because we made that particular choice, that is why you can see even the borrowings that were taking place that are affecting the country. They started from the choices, even the killing, though they were late to do that. So don't think of good people to take over from William Ruto. You may take some of the dead people who are within this particular political jungle. They can assist to remove him. So praying or trying to think of a good people who can come and remove Ruto is very difficult. You need a dead person who is a better devil to make sure that he can fight the particular devil. Then you can take off from there. Because otherwise the journey is still tough. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rescue, for that. I want to hear from the one and only Ian Saj. Ian Saj, habari yako leo? Iano, are you there? If Ian is not there, let's go to General China. General China, what do you have to say to us?
Yes, I'm here just to echo one thing. You know, one thing like what always bring difference here, you know, my anger and everything that always drive me to this revolution is just being that I'm a Gen Z. So I don't know if my generation makes me different with people from other millennial in terms of pushing. With us, we believe. With us, you know, the moment you start telling us how Ruto is powerful, how strong I am, we always don't care. Because if Ruto was that powerful, that 25th we could have not done those things we did there. So we always believe, we don't always want to hear any message that this guy is so superior. We have seen elections, we have seen president, very powerful president. Even Joe Biden was in the president of America. He had all the instruments of power to retain that power. But because of the will of the people, because of the young people in those nations, what they believe in, he was able to be hosted together with his own team. So me, I always get, my anger always comes when you start praising for me, this man. It's like you are praising for me God. You are telling me like, this is God. This is someone whom that like is so powerful that we cannot overturn him. Me, I always believe there's nothing Ruto cannot. If we manage to scare him together with Raila during that time, I always believe that it can happen. So it is very bad that you can come to send, you know, hiyo ndo tunasemanga kutuuzia uoga. Na sisi tulishaamua like we don't tuuzi uoga, you don't sell for us, you tell us how bad this guy is. We believe. If you believe that this guy is so powerful, you believe that he's so powerful that he cannot be changed. Just have your stand and believe in that. Hiyo ndio inafanyanga sisi tunakasirika by the way watu wa Genz. Just tunaamini hakunanga kitu yenye ni ngumu. So if you can't start praising for us history of how this guy has done this, has done this. We have seen presidents in this country. Moi was hosted in 2002 by just a weak president like Moi Kibaki that people thought will not overturn the government of Moi. People even thought that Moi will give that government directly to Uhuru Kenyatta because he had the capability to do so. So because the power of the people are united, the people are joined, and they were able to host him out. Why do every time you have to come here to tell us that Ruto is so powerful? My friend, me always say, and I'm so blunt, if you are either with us or you are with them, don't be afraid to announce Western. No one will crucify you, no one will kill you, no one will deprive you of your right of expression. But don't come to tell us like this person is so powerful, he's so organized, he has done this. Every president in power is organized. That is why when Uhuru was coming to first term, he knew second term was going to be tough. So that's why he organized himself to get the second term. And that one didn't beat anything that happened that time from happening. That one didn't scare people who are vying against him. Right now we are speaking a very constructive argument of who to bring, which we have even started buying the idea of Fred Matiang'I, because at one particular point we need that radicalism. We cannot say we can't. Ruto, if you see Ruto, even the way he talks in the streets, he talks like in the last election, was like mtu kama Kalonzo ukiniletea hiyo nimeshinda mapema. So that's why even us we have started feeling that we need somebody who is a radicalist, who can find this person to the ballot na hii movement na venye iko na hii pressure yote tumempea. Si tuna believe itafanyika. Sisi kenye nafanyanga tukasiriko, waanze kutuuzia like theoretics like ni huyu jamaa kwa hivi. Si atuseme umenunuliwa manini. We are not saying ati mtu amenunuliwa. But hiyo uoga tutakangi kusikia tunasema it is impossible. How is it impossible? Who is this guy? Like, yeye anakuanga nani? Like, yeye ni nani ndio tumuogope? With us, we are not afraid, and we believe earlier than before. Ama hiyo 2027, me, Ruto is a one-term president. You bet what you want to bet. Me, I can bet with you my liver. I know by that time my liver will still be there. I will give you my liver. I know very well that what I'm standing for is something we'll come to achieve. Very many people are counting on us. Very people are counting on us. That's why we always have these logos with this generation. Millennial tunakosananga kidogo sana because atupatanangi places zingine. With us tuna believe inawezekana na tujawahi ogopa, and we should never be afraid. There are very many young ones of us, young generations who are also in this movement. Kuna wenye wana print posters every day. You want me to niende niwauzie uoga how dangerous Ruto is? They will beat me because that's a message they don't even want to hear. That is why Ruto akienda Embu, he was told the message, ulikuwa nasikia nasalimiwa aje oza, hatutambui. We cannot, hatuwezi mtambua, and he knows. Anajua capability. Jana alikuwa Embakasi, he knows the capability. So, hatutakangi kuuziwa uoga na wewe kama unamuogopa, at your own level, we muogope. Sisi hatumuogopi, and we believe by 2027 tutamdoa. And that's what I have to say. Mimi nimejaa mtu sana.
Jamani, hamtaki kusikia maoni mengine.